All right. Praise the Lord. Are you a working class content creator who wants to start live streaming and doing live streaming shows, but you're not sure how to get started? Well, in this episode of The Huddle, Sunday night edition, we're going to get into 7 tips on how to start live streaming and starting a live streaming show. And we're starting right now. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to The Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong, where our goal is to help working class content creators like yourself to grow your channel, get more views, and make money online. And so, if you're new here tonight, we're going to be talking about 7 important tips on how to get started live streaming and starting a live stream show. And so, if you're new here tonight, let me know in the chat where you're watching me from. Give me a hashtag Team Live. What device are you watching me on? Are you watching me on your mobile phone? Are you watching me on your desktop? Are you watching me on your HD TV? Let us know what device you're watching us on, and let us know what city and state you're watching us from as we get into this discussion on how to start live streaming. How do you start a live stream show for your YouTube channel? And so we want to get into these 7 important tips on how to get you out the gate, how you can start strong, how you can be able to do a live stream show, how you can do a live stream show for your video podcast, or if you're going to have a co-host with you, or if you're going to be doing interviews. You want to know the ABCs on how to get started in live streaming. And so we're going to get started. I want to share this first tip. And this simple tip is start a live stream show. If you want to, where's my camera at? There we go. If you want to be able to start getting more views for your live stream, you have to be willing to start a live stream show. Rather, if that live stream show is by yourself and you're sharing content with your audience, that you want to share different tips and tools and strategies, a live stream show is a great way of you being able to get more views on your channel. If you want to be able to have yourself, if you want to have a co-host, you can be able to have a co-host. You can do a video podcast, whatever format you want to be able to do it. It's a live stream show is a great way of being able to do it and incorporating. And then another great benefit in being able to do a live stream show is you can be able to then, once the live stream show is complete, you've gone through your run of show in terms of your points that you want to make in the show, you've engaged the audience, you have the ability to repurpose that live stream show so that you can be able to make more content. Because some of the pain points that we as working class content creators go through is there's the pain point of just feeling too exhausted and tired after work, working a 9 to 5 job, being with your family, taking care of personal responsibilities. You are too tired to make content. And that's understandable. It's understandable. However, by having a live stream show that you do weekly, that you sometimes, if you feel you want to do it daily, if it fits within your working content schedule and your regular personal schedule, if you're going to do it daily or weekly, you can then begin to repurpose that content so that you can be able to have this live stream show and be able to make content that's going to help engage your audience, build community, and get more awareness about your channel. So having a live stream show is a great way of doing live stream. Now, another great benefit of live streaming, because the pain point of feeling too tired and exhausted, Sometimes you just feel like your editing abilities to edit content is not at the level, at the pace that it needs to be. So live streaming is something that you do in real time. That means, yes, you're going to make some mistakes. Yes, you may have situations where you may mute your mic. Yes, you may have situations where you're not properly centered um, on the screen, and it's because we're doing live streaming. Maybe you're a little too far off, but mistakes is something that you're going to make. But when you engage an audience, most of the time your audience is going to be willing to give you some grace. I see individuals in the chat right now. Truly grateful that you're joining us here on the live stream. Let us know in the chat where you're watching us from. Give us a hashtag Team Live. Let us know in the chat if you have a live stream show. Put in in the chat your live stream show so we can acknowledge and recognize it for you. Okay, so having a live stream show is a great way of starting. Then my next tip is, especially with this recent new feature of being able to do dual live streaming. Dual live streaming is another great way of being able to broaden your reach and connect now with a broader audience, not just in the YouTube feed, but in the vertical live stream feed. It's going to help you to be able to potentially get more views and get in front of more viewers to let people know about your live stream show, or just going live on your channel. Dual live streaming is a great way of getting you more views, especially, like I said, if you have a live stream show, you have a video podcast. It's your YouTube is trying to find more and in better ways to help us as working class content creators or small channel creators to have more discoverability. More discoverability for people can find me and you. And so we have to be willing to take advantage of it. I'm going to take these glasses off, and we're going to take advantage of it. Let's see here. What else? For it. Okay. Just want to understand that comment. Boom, boom, boom. In terms of what I'm playing, this is not a gaming channel. This is not a gaming channel. This is more of a channel that helps small working class content creators who want to grow a YouTube channel, but yet they have a 9-to-5 job. They have a family. They have personal responsibilities. They have community involvement or church involvement. So this is not a gaming channel. This is more of a channel that's more for content creators who want to grow on YouTube. But I certainly am grateful that you stopped by here on the Huddle just to check us out, to see what we're about. That's the whole purpose of dual live streaming. That's the whole purpose of dual live streaming, to be able to get in front of more of an audience, to have more of a discoverability. And so just in real time, yes, people are going to kind of stop by on your live stream and see, what is this about? Is this a gaming channel? What are you live streaming about? Is this, and I think about the example sometimes, if you are a going to a particular mall and you're kind of walking by a particular retail mall store, and you kind of go into the store and you look around in terms of what's kind of going on in here. What are these people selling? And you try to find out if this is something, or are they selling some products or service that may be of interest to me? And then if there's not, you just walk on out and keep it going. And so I understand with dual live streaming, it's going to cause viewers to come in and out. But the bottom line is, the primary feature of dual live streaming is to give me and you more discoverability in the vertical live stream feed. Because I think one of the main pain points that we have been having as content creators, especially who do long form content or live stream content, we kind of get frustrated that we get all these views and impressions on our YouTube shorts, but we can't get viewers to watch more of our long form content. And I've come to the understanding that you, if you do live streams and horizontal long form video and shorts, you're going to end up developing two types of audience. And so I understand if I have an audience of people who like watching my shorts and they just want something between a minute and 3 minutes, I got to be willing to meet my audience where they are in terms of what their viewing needs are. Same for my long form content viewers who want something more in depth and more in terms of a live stream of 30 to 45 minutes. Do a live stream kind of gives you a connection between both, you know, audiences where you can kind of allow the vertical live stream feed to kind of introduce you to those who are watching you vertically, whether if on their phone, on their desktop, or even on their HD TV. The bottom line is it's about discoverability, which brings me to my next point: engagement. Whether if you are live streaming horizontally or if you're live streaming vertically or dual, you got to be willing to engage the audience, especially when the audience is engaging you with relevant information that's on point with the topic of discussion of your live streams. Again, you're going to have online lurkers or people who are just kind of coming by. Sure, you want to acknowledge them as need be, but at the same time, you engage and then continue with your live stream. Again, especially if you have a live stream show, especially if you are bringing on a guest and you want to be able to allow the guest to have the platform to share about who they are and what products and services that they offer, and how they can add value to your viewing audience, and at the same time how you can add value for their viewing audience by you giving them a platform. So engagement is important and critical. Another great way of being able to do a live stream is through live stream Q&As, where you have a live stream, you have an audience or community, a tribe of viewers that who faithfully come and watch you every uh, day of the week, whether if it's a Tuesday or Friday or a Saturday, and you can be able to answer their questions. So if it's a YouTube channel that dealing with YouTube questions on how to get more views, how to grow your channel, um, how to be able to better understand how the YouTube algorithm works, using that time period of your live stream to answer Q&A is going to allow you to be able to get more views from viewers who have that interest in wanting to learn more about the topic, the pain points, the questions that they want answered. And then maybe you want to do a live stream that deals with YouTube channel reviews, where you're kind of reviewing channels. There's a lot of, individuals that do channel reviews. I think about individuals like Roberto Blake, who does channel reviews. I think about individuals like Nick Nimmin, who does channel reviews. And I'm quite sure you can think of some others yourself who do channel reviews. But at the bottom line is, channel reviews is another great way to allow you to be able to engage your audience and get more views on your live stream. Mr. Tech Troublemaker in the house, he says, all my views are already, all my views are already smart, so they don't need my answers. I beg to differ, Tech. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Oh yeah, you are the SME, the subject matter expert when it comes to all things YouTube. I beg to differ. You are an SME, subject matter expert. So check him out Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you need some help with your YouTube channel or advice just on how to grow on YouTube. very transparent in terms of his YouTube journey. He's willing to share his successes. He's willing to share his struggles. He's willing to share his pain points. He's willing even to share when he scrapes his knee and has a little boo-boo, but gets back up in the YouTube game to create content. That's my man, Tech Troublemaker. So I give him a quick plug for just joining me here on the live stream. And so we talked about engagement. We talked about live Q&As. We talked about channel reviews. Another great way of growing your live streams is live stream interviews. Being able to have live stream interviews where you bring on guests to come on your show. And in the past, that is something we did here on the Huddle. And in 2026, we're definitely going to be looking to get back into doing that, where we're going to bring on not just established big YouTubers who have over 100,000 subscribers and who have silver play buttons. Yeah. We brought on in the past Benji Travis from co-author of YouTube Secrets and Benji Man TV and video influencers, who rubs elbows with Sean Cannell and Think Media. Yeah, we've brought on Dan Courier from Creator Fundamentals. I don't think he calls it any more that. We've brought on Auntie Denise Jordan, who've been on, but most importantly, we've brought on content creators just like yourself, so that we can learn more about one another and learn about each other's journeys, learning what works, what we're struggling with, what opportunities we're working with, and to be able to encourage and help one another to grow the right way. And so we're definitely going to get back to that in 2026. So we've been starting to put out some feelers. Our requirements are very simple. You got to be willing to be comfortable in front of a camera. You got to be willing to be comfortable being live on camera, being able to have respectable and decent lighting, okay, having good quality audio and stable internet. That means I can't have you on live and you having a live stream nightmare where the dog is running through the house and he's running all through the cords and causes all your lighting to fall in the middle of the stream. You can't be having any live stream nightmares on Elm Street. You got to be able to be in a quiet place where you can be able to do your live stream. Can't have Freddy Krueger doing live streams with you. But we want to be able to provide that platform for you to be able to get more discoverability by being on the Huddle. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this Sunday night live stream where we're talking about live streaming and growing your live stream shows, 7 tips on how to get more views, do me a favor, click that like button for me, hit that thumbs up, share this on your favorite social media platform, whether if you're watching me on mobile, if you're watching me on the desktop, if you're watching me on the HD TV, hit that like button for me and share this on your favorite social media platform. And if you're new to the Huddle and you want to be able to grow your channel, get more views, and make money online, hey, subscribe to the channel, click the alert notification button, and join the conversation here on the Huddle on how to be a working class content creator who creating great content. And so I want to go to my final point is multi-streaming. Now, yes, the title of this live stream is about live streaming on YouTube. Well, what do you do if you start live streaming and you've been doing it for quite a while and you have 0 to nobody watching your live streams? And this is going on for a while. And how do you live stream when you have no audience? Well, in the past, what I've had to do is to come to understand when I have a very low turnout of a live stream, because maybe I scheduled it, at the last minute, just like I did tonight. I realized people are busy doing things, so they didn't properly have enough time to prepare to be on live. That's fine. But if I planned it and I've promoted it and I still have a low turnout, I've always viewed my live streams where it's just me and say tech or someone in just who's faithfully showing up, they're that one person. I'm in a dress rehearsal phase. The reason why at those periods of times where uh, I had very little turnout and people coming back to watch the replay, because I was in a dress rehearsal phase, learning how to be on camera, learning how to have my lighting right, how to have good audio, have the internet right. Dress rehearsals are not meant for you to be able to be on Broadway with the Rockettes live. It's a dress rehearsal is just you by yourself learning how the mistakes and the issues that you have to go through, so when you do get to the point where you start to bring in an audience, you've kind of gotten comfortable being live. Sometimes we as live streamers, we don't know how to look at the camera. I still have to work on keeping an eye straight to the camera and not look down at my desktop or my notes away from it. Even though StreamYard, which I appreciate, adding new features like the notes section where you can kind of put your notes almost like adding a teleprompter feature. I appreciate that. And if that's something you're looking to have in a live streaming software, the link is in the description to learn more about these things and how you can get started on with StreamYard to do live streaming. Multi-streaming, though, however, allows you to go where the audience is. So if you have more of a connection of people on Facebook, you can live stream over to Facebook and live stream on YouTube at the same time. Now, you're not really kind of doing it to try and, I believe, to pull someone off platform, because if people are on Facebook and they're there for a reason and they don't want to come off it, you can't be pulling people off platform. But you can kind of go where your audience is. And so you go on LinkedIn, you go on X, you go on Twitter, you go on Instagram, you go on Substack, wherever you are multi-streaming, it allows you to go where your viewers are. And then as you're alive, it allows you to have, again, going back to discoverability for people to find out more about you, your YouTube channel, find out more about your live stream show, find out about your live stream guests that you brought on, that you're interviewing. But most importantly, multi-streaming also gives you the ability of the replay factor. I also come to understand sometimes, though you may have a low turnout live, the replay crew always comes through to come back and watch the live stream after you've ended it. And so don't get discouraged, though you're multi-streaming to all these different platforms and you don't have 300 people watching you live, say like Nick Nemman does, or Roberto Blake does, or Sean Cannell does. Hey, don't compare yourself to someone else. You work on yourself getting 1% better to be the type of content creator that you desire to be. Appreciate you, Roy. Hashtag Team Live in the chat. So that's the content here on Sunday night. Wanted to go live again tonight. We're just getting more used to doing dual live streaming, getting the reps in, getting more comfortable in terms of how the platform operates. I can definitely see where, as I become more consistent in dual live streaming, it's going to open me up to a more broader audience of potential viewers that at some point I may have to get a live stream moderator. And that's okay. So moderate the chat so that way it can keep functioning and stay on point where viewers feel like that they are amongst other people, that they are like-minded, of the same mind, and that viewers are in the chat to listen to content that's going to help them grow their channel, get more views, make more money, and not have to worry about someone with an ulterior motive agenda. So I'm learning in real time, even with dual live streaming. That's still not to say that you can't get those types of individuals horizontally, but when you start dual live streaming and multi and your horizontal live streaming, and then you add in multi streaming, yeah, you have to have a moderator. And then, and when the appropriate time comes, if some individuals are willing to step forward and assist in that way, right now I'm just kind of doing this, but we're live normally every Friday night at 8 p.m. That's our normal scheduled time. But since we've been dual live streaming, we've just been kind of coming back to the table and testing and testing. I've been, seeing some of the results from the replay of viewers in terms of how vertical replays come in and how horizontal replay views are coming in. I'm of the opinion also that YouTube is pushing a lot of the replay viewers from the vertical side because they want us as live streamers to get behind this feature. And so don't be surprised once you start dual live streaming, you're like, wait a minute. Why is it that a lot of my replay views are coming on the vertical side and less on the horizontal side? And I believe that's because YouTube is really pushing this feature, pushing dual live streaming, because ultimately what are they pushing? YouTube Shorts. And so it makes sense. It makes sense. But also look at the goal, reevaluate the goal of your channel and the goal of your channel and why you incorporate certain new YouTube features. And so that's the reason why we're testing this out right now. So, hey, it's Sunday night. We're not going to take too much more of your time. I appreciate Tech for just jumping in when he saw the notification that we were live. And we appreciate the replay crew who's going to check this out and kind of keep this under 30 minutes so it's manageable for you to be able to enjoy in one sitting and listen to while you're washing the dishes or while you're kind of relaxing, getting ready for the work week. We'll keep this at less than 30 minutes. But all I ask is, if you haven't subscribed to The Huddle, I want to encourage you to hit that subscribe button so that you can be in the huddle. I always like the image of the huddle of football players who all come together on one accord, even if they are not in the home stadium. 53 players all come together and they huddle up and they encourage. Most people think about the huddle in the real time of the game when the defense huddles up in the offense. I'm talking about the huddle when you're getting ready to take the field and you are on the opposing player's field and stadium, and all you have is your brother to the right or to the left, and they're encouraging you. That's what we do here on the huddle. So I'm not going to take too much more of your time. And I want to thank each and every one of you for checking us out on this Thursday night. On Thursday, see, my dates are all scrambled up. Well, thank you for just checking us out here on a Sunday, and try to stay off going live until Friday. Definitely got to work on some more other types of content and format, and so that would be a great opportunity for us. So have a great night. We'll see you soon.